and sound at your home, and you are now day 2 of your week. So I welcome you all who are in my private webinar or who are on our social network live now, and I hope you are doing good. So before going further with the topic and the discussion of today's webinar, I just want to introduce myself. I am Pranjal Goyal. I'm your host for today's evening in TuteeHUB webinar, where we generally conduct webinars to share our learnings, our knowledge in different areas, which includes your HR and recruitment area, business development area, and marketing area. So, guys, just wanted to tell you one thing before I'll introduce myself a little more. That you are attending webinars of TuteeHUB, right? So, what is the purpose we are doing webinar on a daily basis, right? So, obviously, everybody wants to understand why we are giving webinar. So, the main purpose of giving this webinar is to share our knowledge over the years of experience. Around 15 years, I'm having around 15 years of experience, and I have learned a lot in my business here, in my life also. So there are lots of things that help me to grow in my life, in my business, in the various prospects, right? So that kind of learning everybody is like having, or everybody is learning day by day. So this is the you can say one of the important reason that whenever you are sharing your learnings with others also, so you gains a lot as well, right? Apart from like learning your you can say learning about yourself or your field, you will gain a lot of other things from others also. So that's why we are sharing our knowledge with you guys. Okay, and so Lalit is asking for the topic for today. So Lalit, I'm be coming up on that topic also. So today we are going to discuss about automation types, right? So that is very relevant for, you can say, small businesses. So before going into that deep details about the topic or the agenda of the day, let me introduce myself in a little more bit more details. I'm having around 15 years of experience, guy, in this IT industry, and I'm running 2 companies. So let me share my profile, which gives you a clear picture of who I am, why I'm giving this webinar, what kind of background I'm having, what kind of you can say clientage I have dealt with, what kind of recommendation. So let me share my LinkedIn profile with you guys. It will give you a clear picture of about me, and then we'll move to a little bit about the platform for which I'm giving this webinars, and then on the main topic, that is, you can say, the automation for small businesses. What kind of automation types are there? How automation will be helpful for the businesses, and how they can grow their business potential using the power of automation. Right? We are not going to the tools and technologies very much, but yes, we are touching upon the area which will be very helpful for all those who wants to like initiate their careers in the automation part, that which field they can go for, which kind of tools or areas they can go for, or the persons who already are doing businesses, how they can improve on their business, you can say processes, marketing, and all those things with the power of automation, right? So let me share my screen. Let me just give you a quick highlight about my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. So I hope the screen is visible. So just say hi if you are able to see my screen. And till the time you guys are seeing my screen, I'll be having a quick poll to understand who all are the attendees for today and who are going to benefit from today's webinar we are giving as a part of TuteeHUB. Okay, so let me share the poll with you, because guys, nowadays, if your business is not mentioned or not using the tools and technology, so there is something you as a business owner. So I've shared a poll, just answers, so that I came to understand what all are here. Yes, there are professionals also. Okay, who just choose the correct option, it will give a good idea to me that what kind of audience and the client you can say I am having, and whom I'm going to share my knowledge for today. Okay. Okay, fine. So are you able to see my screen also? Just quickly say yes or no in the comment box, in the chat box, so that I'll just quickly walk through with my profile and then we'll move to further. So just say to see my screen. Not visible on PC screen, just okay. Let me share it again. Lalit, let me share it again. If you are not able to see, no problem. Okay, it's coming. Just a second. All right. So here it is. So now you are able to see. Just say yes if you are able to see my screens. I am, as I said, I'm Pranjal Goel. I'm having around 15 years of experience. I'm running two companies, guys, which we are running from last 9 years, right? So you can understand if you are running from last 9 years and we are sustaining in every like prospects of the businesses over the last 9 years, then we should like okay, that's cool. You are able to see my screen now. So yes, as I'm telling that I'm serving client across the globe in different domains in different technologies. Especially we are working in web and mobile solutions, and now we have introduced different sectors also in which we are being the part of consulting, also branding services also. So these are customer across the globe via Speaker All Solution Private Limited. The second company I am running from last, you can say, 2+ year is TuteeHUB Solutions. The webinar of TuteeHUB Solutions are from Monday to Friday at 5:30 p.m. In which we are giving useful information to our audience so that they can gain that knowledge and they can utilize those knowledge in their businesses, in their careers also. That will help where we have to like gain some knowledge, and then we have to adapt those knowledge and work on those knowledge so that we can grow ourselves, right? So second company which I'm running from past 2+ years is TuteeHUB Solutions Private Limited, which is basically a product-based company in which we have created a platform. I'll be just explaining you about that platform in a while. Once I'll share that thing. Okay. So I'll discuss or give the details about that platform. You can understand very well, Lalit. So, as a part of like my experience, I'll be helping the entrepreneurs, I'll be helping the business owners, I'll be helping, you can say, the startups in helping them in building their system. I'll be helping them in integrating their system to make their processes in an automated way so that they can get the best out of from their businesses. So that is my role as a 15-year-old experienced business growth and technology expert, right? You can see the recommendations I have received from many of my clients. You can see, you can visit my profile, you can see recommendations, and it will give you a good idea of what kind of feedbacks I'm getting from my client, right? So now let's move to the platform for which we are talking about, that is TuteeHUB. So let me share the screen of that platform. It will give you a good clarity of what that platform does, how it will be helpful in your career if you are a student, and how it will be helpful uh, you as you can say business, what kind of corporate services and all that stuff. So let me share that thing. Let me share it again. Okay. So are you able to see the TuteeHUB platform screen, guys? Just let me know if you are able to see the platform, so that I'll just move on to help you understand how this platform, what this platform is all about, how it will be helpful for you, in which way. Okay, so this is basically the TuteeHUB platform, in which we are catering 5 to 6 different entities, so that we will build a complete ecosystem, right? We wants to like provide that kind of corporate, whether it is a campuses, can get the end-to-end solutions from us. It's not only the services which we are providing, we are creating this as an ecosystem, in which different corporates, different campuses and students can collaborate with each other and can perform or learn from each other, provide their services in a different manner, right? So if you can see, this is our platform, in which we, you are not able to see, let me share it again. No worries. It will be, I must say, it will be very much helpful if you visit our platform TuteeHUB Solutions. Let me share the screen again, guys, no problem. So now is it visible, Rahul? Just check it. I've shared. It is going to be visible in a second. So just say yes if you are able to see the screen now, because I can see that in my screen. I've checked. I'm able to see the screen. So just say yes if once you are able to see the screen, so that I'll just move further to explain its benefit for you as a student, its benefit for you as a corporate, its benefit for you as campus also. Okay. So give me a second, guys. We have to like check it, because uh, the screen sharing is important for you, so that you can relate of what I'm talking about, right? And that will give you a better clarity on the things we are discussing. So just give me a second. Let me test it. Maybe some bandwidth issues can be there, which generally like cause a delay in sharing the things. But that's a part of, you can say, technology, because nowadays everybody is sitting at home, right? And everybody is using internet, so sometimes there's a problem with the bandwidth. But yes, as a system, we should not have these kinds of problems, so that we can give a better customer experience when we are doing automation kind of stuff uh, in our businesses. So is it visible now? I think, is it visible, right? So just say yes if you are able to see. That's great. Now you're able to see the screen. Okay. So as I'm talking about that, we are catering different entities, and we are trying to help them in collaborating with each other via this platform, utilizing the various services of this platform, which we are providing. Based on, we basically build this platform based on three, you can say, concepts, three terminologies, three methodologies, which is the pillar of every, you can say, business. It should be, but we have built on these three pillars. The first one is learn, work and earn, right? So guys, as you are aware of that, learning is one of the important aspects, which I explained earlier also, that learning is one of the important aspects of everybody's life, business and career also, right? So you should have to learn day by day. You should have to improve the things in yourself by learning different prospects of your life, right? By dealing with different, you can say, tools and technologies are nowadays very much there. So everything which we are learning nowadays, we have to implement those learnings. First, that gain the knowledge. Learning will help us to grow, and then you have to obviously work on those learnings, so that we can get the results for that, because learning is not the only thing. Once you learn something, just apply or work on those learnings, so that you can build something and you can get the result on something, right? And the third thing that matters, or the concept on which the TuteeHUB is based, is earning, right? So obviously, whenever somebody is learning and then they are building those learnings into a product or services, obviously their one of their main, you can say, goal is to get earned, get compensated. So this platform is built on these three concepts, in which there are various learning concepts, there are learning prospects also, there are working prospects also. I'll just quickly show you our cloud platform. You can better understand these three concepts using the services which are, or the sections which we have in our platform. So you can see that there are question banks, question papers, guest papers, online exam. There are lots of stuffs are there which will be helpful for any students, and even the corporates also, if they are interested in like assessing their you can say candidates, right, on a regular basis, because nowadays as technology and right, and to get that adaptiveness, to get the clarity of where our team stands, if we are a corporate or a business owner, we can take their exams, short exams or a long exam, whatever it is, so that we can engage and we can identify their skill set, and we can help them to grow in their skill set. Apart from that, as I said, that there are question banks papers and guest papers which are really helpful for the students who are preparing for different kinds of exams, right, whether it is a government exam, engineering exam, lots of exams are there which we have to like take on before we get the entry into either from the admission perspective or from, you can say, job perspective. So there are lots of question banks and papers. Somewhere around we have around, which I think covers almost all areas, technical, non-technical, general, every area. Then coming to second prospects, that I told that the second concept is work. So obviously, when I'm talking about working, right? So we have these different areas where we are helping the students in, you can say, apply for internships, they can look for jobs, they can apply for projects if they have already getting the projects from different you can say clients and customers, they can work on those things. Then there are services section, if you are already speaking of skill set, right, service over here that I'm like, I can create this, I can create that, worth this. So you can post your services, and we are through this platform. I hope you will surely get some kind of customers for yourself, so that you can earn using. Apart from that, there are like different services from, you can say, corporate institutes perspective, so that they can publish their courses on this platform, they can take the services or utilize this platform for their recruitment channel, right. Campuses can utilize this platform for their placement perspective, they can have the services which we already have, they can take their services, or they can automate their process of hiring by following different round. We have a module, integrated module in it. Then we can utilize the career news forum sections for like gaining different kind of knowledge for discussions for various on various topics. So you will get to have a lot of information on this platform, guys, and which will be very much helpful if you are building your career, and if you are entering into this corporate world, in terms of if you are a student, and if you are a corporate or a business owners, then obviously you can utilize this platform for getting the good skill set talented candidates from this platform, and you can just hire them and can get your work done and then pay it to them, so that they will get the earnings also, right. So guys, this is about TuteeHUB platform. So let me just uh, share you now the PPT and the today's agenda that will help you to like move into or better clarity on the automation, which I'll be talking about in today's agenda, which will be very useful for you. Okay. So before that, I'll be just walking you through with the three services, exclusive services, which will be provided by TuteeHUB. That is hiring and placement services. We have already placed around 80 to 100 candidates in different corporates, whether it is small or big company, and they are doing good. They are very much happy with our services also. These are exclusive services. These are not for everyone. The persons who are looking for these kinds of services uh, can we can help them out in like getting those things done if they think they can adopt these services, right? Then second services which we are talking about as a part of TuteeHUB exclusive services, connection that happens. It happens mostly, but I hope now it will not happen again. So let's continue. Like I'm talking about the exclusive services of TuteeHUB, in which we are providing different services to our corporates and students also, right? Data is hiring and placement services. Then we are into business development services. That is a part of exclusive services of from provided by the TuteeHUB. And then we are into the marketing and branding services. So if you are a business owner and you are looking to build your systems, then obviously, and we are surely going to help you out if you are interested. So these are some of the services which we provide as a part of TuteeHUB. So now coming to the interesting agenda of today, that is uh, let me share it with you. Automation, right? Automation for small businesses, and why automation is required. So let me help you understand what exactly do we mean by automation first. Okay, and then we'll discuss on the details about that automation and how it will be helpful for small businesses, what all areas the businesses can automate their processes. So I'll talk about that also. Okay, so are you able to see the screen, guys? If not, just say no so that I'll share it again, because maybe due to that internet connection get lost, you guys are not able to see the screen, right? Let me share it again. Let me share it again. Just give me a second. Okay. Opinion, guys, do you think the automation is the need of the hour for any business, or it is not relevant at all? What do you think? How automation will be helpful for any kind of business if we are running any kind of business? So how automation will be helpful for our businesses? What are areas where we can place or we can automate in our business? So just any idea, any opinion you have? Just let me know. Okay, if you don't have, no issues. I'll just explain to you. That's what the agenda of today's topic is. Okay, so are you able to see the screen now? I can see that the screen is being shared, and you can see it now. Okay, Samir is saying it will save time and manpower. That's good. What else? What else you think? So is the screen visible, guys? Just say yes, the screen is visible, so that I'll move further. If you are able to see the screen, say yes. Okay, I think you can see the screen now. Okay, so let's understand what automation is all about. What exactly do we understand by automation? Save time and manpower, right? So I hope it's now visible properly. Say yes or no if it's still not visible, because I'm seeing now, I can see in my shared screen, I can see that the screen is now visible. Okay, so guys, the automation is basically a process or a technique which will help in reducing the human effort, right, in various tasks by using the power of technology and tools, right? That's the simplest definition we can say of the automation. Or you can say an automation is a strategy for your businesses which will allow them to integrate systematically the right tools, because right tools matters actually, the right tools which will help them to optimize their business processes and boost their businesses. If we are talking, so sharing it again, Rahul, just give us a second. It is going to be shared. It's in the process already. Seems like. Okay. Let me try it again. So you have to try it, right? Share. It's coming. Just give me a second. Just stay with me. You will be getting a lot of information, a good information about the automation usage in your business. So stay with me. Uh, the screen is coming along. Okay. Let me check it. Seems that there is some problem in screen sharing. Let me try it again. Otherwise, I'll post that thing along with my webinar for today. So let me share it one more time, because it is very much useful if you are able to see the screen, so that you can relate your stuff, your businesses with this automation types or areas where you can automate your business, and which will surely going to help you in boosting your business, right? All right. So, any idea, guys, that what all areas we can automate as a part of business? What exactly, what are the things that is, you can say, is the part of any business? I guess there are some problem in sharing the screen. So let me continue with the things. Those who are like listening to me can relate, and they can have a notepad if they wants to, like, take a note of it, and I'll share the things also that I think that will be helpful for you. So business, right? Because nowadays, guys, technologies are very much required in any business, and the automation part is also required, because now you can see, you all guys are sitting right at your home, right? Companies are giving them the liberty to utilize different tools and technologies, but how they can track whether the team is working or not, how they can utilize the productivity, or how they can judge the productivity of their team. So obviously, your audience or clientage for the kind of business you, any kind of automation is required, some kind of tools and technologies are required for businesses, so that they can connect with people. So the very first area, or the very first automation type, which we generally should have in our businesses, is the marketing and e-commerce automation, right? Why it is very much important, why it is very much required, is because, guys, uh, unless and until you are not able to reach the right audience at the right time, right, how can you sell your product or services to them? So obviously, the very first thing, or the very first area which is requiring the automation, is your marketing and e-commerce automation. So automate your marketing process for delivering the right message to the right people at the right time, by collecting and processing you have collected from various sources. If you are not able to process that data and then utilize that data to identify the actual customers who are willing to take your services and products, then obviously how or what kind of relevance that data is. So for that, you require some kind of automation tools, right? So the very first thing, or the very first department or area you have to automate, is the marketing, because it will help you to boost your business, it will help you to boost your customers also, if you have a relevant information about your customer, and it will help you to reach the right audience or right customer for your businesses. Because, guys, obviously there are lots of, you can say, customers are there in the market, right? But only those customers who are interested, then how you will track those things, how you will connect with them, that they are interested in your services and products. So you have to utilize the power of automation in this, in which we you have to connect various tools and technologies, you have to connect the social platforms also. If you are promoting via social platforms, you have to connect your website with different tools, so that whatever the data you are collecting from various sources, you can analyze those data, and you can optimize and extract the relevant data, which is very much useful for you, and you can push your services and product to that particular customer when there is a need, so that you can say the hot lead can be converted to sales. So the very first area where you require automation, or the type of automation which is required in small businesses, is the marketing and e-commerce processes, or robotic process automation. So, guys, the first area where you have to automate is your marketing area, right? So that you can reach the right customer at right time. The second automation, or the process which requires the automation, the process processes where there are manual efforts or repetitive stuffs are there. Because guys, if the persons are doing repetitive stuff or whatever the stuff they are doing which is requires a manual intervention, and that they are doing on a daily basis, so it is good time that you can automate those processes so that you can utilize the skill set of your manpower or your team in some other work, right? Repeated work is of no use, you can say, or it is a waste of time and money also. So you have to utilize the technology to streamline your workflow, which will help to increase the efficiency of your processes, which will help to minimize the costing by automating recurring tasks. As I said, that if there is a recurring task, you have to automate so that you can reduce the manual effort which is required in it, and you can utilize that effort in some other tasks which will be more beneficial than doing this repetitive task all and all again. So the second area, or the second you can category where you have to automate the things, or you have to include the power of automation in your business, is the processes which we are following, the things which we are running on a daily basis, on a regular basis, right? The third area that requires the automation types in your the customer experience, right? You can guys nowadays you can see other industry is, you can say, automating their customer experience processes, right? They are providing different, they are utilizing the power of chatbots so that they will be available, and then obviously whenever they have the list of those things, they are taking or processing those inquiries and things one by one. So we have to introduce, if we are having a good amount of clients which we wants to connect with them and provide them the good experience, customer experience, then we have to automate our customer experience process. How we can automate? We can utilize the power of chatbots, in which obviously there are lots of different types of chatbots are there, which can learn based on whatever the inputs you are taking. So we have these kinds of chatbots. Some chatbots in which we have already embedded some kind of standard questions to get the information from the clientage or the customers, those who are visiting our platforms, or you can say websites and all that stuff. So we can utilize the chatbots, and it will help them the availability, the business availability 24/7, right? Which will help to increase the efficiency and provide a world-class user experience to the customer, which is obviously the very much important in today's day as a part of business model. If the customer experience is not good, if the availability of interacting with customer is not 24/7, then obviously you will be going to lose the customer, or the customer will find some other you can say vendors through which they can get the good customer experience and all that stuff, right? So we should automate our customer experience process, uh, where we are introducing this automation. Then the fourth area where we have to automate the processes, that is the inventory management automation. So these are obviously, these are not applying to each and every business, but yes, this will be helpful for those businesses where there are raw materials, there are inventory that needs to be managed. If they can, or even you can say if there is a, you can say, booking kind of stuff in that is involved in any kind of business, then they can utilize or automate their processes. How they can utilize that? Let's say, let's take an example of a hotel industry, right? There are number of platforms that are available through which you can book the hotel room, right? So think in that perspective, if they are directly connected with the internal systems of the hotels, where the data is being updated on a real time basis, so it will help them to get the good experience or results also. For example, let's say I, as a platform, has integrated with X hotel, right, where there are, let's say, 50 rooms. So if I'll be giving a real time information to my customer that the number of rooms available in this hotel is that much, so it will help the customer to decide whether I have to book this kind of room with that hotel or not, or what are the available stats, so that I'll decide as a customer that I have to go with it or not. And how it can be done? It can be done if there is an integration or automation between the hotel system, where the exact actual data is there, and thus a platform who is providing that particular kind of information. So similar, it can be like integrated into manufacturing industry also, where there are requirement of raw material, there are requirement of, you can say, delivery, there is a requirement of development of that particular stuff. So if you can say the inventory is managed at a particular place, right? So whatever the action that is being performed for that particular inventory, it will be updated automatically and will be reflected on all the channels who are connected with that particular inventory, right? For example, if the raw material is being finished, right? So obviously the provider of that raw material can easily see that this company, if the company system is integrated with that particular vendor, right? System is, so that there is an automation that they can automatically order that particular raw material as soon as the material is being finished. So in that way, the inventory management automation will be helpful, in which there is no manual inputs are required, and the information is updated on a real-time basis to all the you can say persons who are involved in that particular process, whether it is a vendor, whether it is a manufacturer, whether it is a, you can say, wholesaler, retailers, and all that stuff, if they are connected with a particular system. So that kind of integration, that kind of automation can be introduced in the businesses, which will surely going to help you in improving the processes, also in improving the you can say in managing the processes, or in reducing the cost also, and giving a better customer experience. So these are the four areas or the type of automations which can be applied in any kind of business. Obviously I'm talking about like it's not only you can say limited to that small businesses, but yes, if the small business can automate these areas by utilizing the right tool and technology, then obviously it will be helpful for them to grow their businesses to the next level, right? So so guys, obviously you can see that automation is very much helpful for our businesses, and it will help to like streamline our business operations, which is ultimately you can say the goal of any businesses, because if your operations are streamlined, it will be going to benefit the business and its growth only. It will help to increase the efficiency. So obviously if there is a automation that has been introduced in the businesses, then where the manual effort is not required and we are automating that process, so it will obviously increase the efficiency. And if obviously the persons are using tools and technologies, then obviously their you can say efficiency is also increasing. So somewhere there is overall growth in terms of you can say executing the things, executing the processes. So overall there is a growth in the efficiency of doing the operations or doing the processes of performing the business operations. Then there is an improvement in the productivity of whatever we are doing as a business. For example, you have automated all your different areas or sectors. So ultimately when all those things are integrated with each other and the things are adaptive to automation, then obviously you will get a good amount of data, and in a real-time manner, right? Which automatically improves your productivity in doing the things, because you are getting in a real-time manner or a faster manner, right? So obviously somewhere your productivity is going to be increased as a part of you can say team or as a part of your business. Then obviously cost is getting lower, because the automation is doing, you can say, a good amount of tasks in the shortest span of time. So somewhere if you are the, you can say, the amount of being the work being done is increased and the time is being reduced, so somewhere the cost of performing any operations which is very much higher in the earlier stages is can be reduced. So it will help to lower the cost also. So guys, I hope you can make up your mind, you can utilize this different kinds of automations in your business, which will surely going to help you, because nowadays guys, now the things are going to change once the lockdown is over. There is more digitization in any industry, so you have to be adaptive. If you are a business owner, if you are a student, then you have to like understand the power of automation and learn the skills and tools which will help in like growing your career also. you are a business owner, then you have to digitize or automate your business processes. Because guys, I'll surely I'm seeing, or as based on my experience, as soon as we are coming out from this situation, there is a different world, you can say, on the things that needs to be done as a part of business. It is not going to be the same anymore, and lots of things will going to change, whether you can say the introduction of, or especially the digitization, or especially the utilization of technology in business. Because uh, obviously nobody knows that what happens next once this is over. But yes, whatever the adaptation we have done from last 1 month, it is going to continue, and it is going to increase more and more, because everybody wants to minimize the things in terms of infrastructure, in terms of costing, so that they can, you can say, handle these kinds of situation if that occurs in the coming time, right? So it's good time that you can utilize, or you can start automating your business processes. And if you are looking for any kind of services, any kind of things from our end in automating your processes, whether it is in terms of marketing area, whether it is in business development, or whether it is in, you can say, hiring and placements. So you are surely just give us a pen, right? And we'll surely going to help you in improving your processes and taking your business like updating your business to adapt the power of technology, or to move into the digital era, right? So that's all for today. I hope this you will get the clarity of some kind of the need of automation in your business, and what all areas you can automate, so that it will help you to improve the productivity. It will help you to improve or increase your marketing strategies in sales. Also, it will help you to get the real time information, so that you can analyze and make the decisions. And it will help you to improve your customer experience by using chatbots and automated messengers, which will be available 24/7, which will give obviously the boost or availability for your customers, right? So I hope this information is very much helpful for you. So that's all for today. So any kind of help you require from our end, we'll surely going to assist you. We'll surely going to help you. You can visit our business development section in TuteeHUB. I can share the link with you guys. So just visit on our platform and just inquire with us, and we'll surely going to help you out in any kind of help you require from our end. And utilize our platform, TuteeHUB platform, which you will be having a lot of information and services available for your display if you are a student. And hope you get some insights or good information about the automation need for your businesses. Thanks for today. All right. Thank you.